What's up, guys? Let me know y'all can hear me. Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me. I let the music play, guys, because it gets you in a good mood. Music is like that. The hertz, the frequency, like that can have an effect on you in a good, positive way. All right, it can have an effect on you in a negative way. We talked about this, people, right? So, there's a couple things we're gonna talk about. Hold on. Hold on, guys. So Oscar, were you able to get into the detox shop? You good, my man? You saying somebody he couldn't get in. Let me know if you good. Also, somebody was asking about product description. Luna Jane, she's asking about the product description. First of all, let me explain what we did. So I had a couple people email about wanted to just do the 50% off of specific bundles. And rather than have the buy one get one free, which is essentially the same thing almost, but I guess it's a little cheaper if some people just want to get one. So we went back to that. If you buy two, you can get 50% off each one if that's what you decide to do. But you can buy one and still get half off of the regular price of the super bundle, ultimate bundle, flex 4, and I think triple threat. I'm not sure. Don't quote me, but we are gonna run that for the summer kickoff, man. Help people get cleaned up. Now, somebody asked about the description, which each product does. Okay, so we went over this before. Obviously, you guys know about the IV. Highly touted is a medical med. Okay, deals with a whole lot of things. It's very important right now because we got a lot of people walking around that's shedding, man. If you don't know nothing about shedding's been going on. For a long time. It's been going on from other things that people have taken. It's just not talked about. That's what we're going to talk about today. Is this long-term deception that's been going on, man, that people just don't know about. But the IV, obviously, that deals with shedding. It also deals with parasites in the body. It also, from what I understand, it slows down some of the progressions of taking the walk. Okay. Now, somebody said something before, and I told them, I said, look, man, because they said, Net, you told people that they can cure themselves of the walk. I never said that. Let me be clear, and I'm restating it now. No, to my knowledge, you cannot reverse the damage that's been done by taking the walk. I've never said that. All right. And I'm telling you that now live so people understand. I've never said that. What has come to my attention and what has been explained to me is that you can slow down the effects of the walk. Okay, you can slow down the effects of the walk. Understand that the walk was given for a long-term deterioration or breaking down of the immune system. Okay, from several different angles. And I just watched a video on from Dr. Tenpenny, man. I wish I could play it. I don't know if I can get away with it, but Dr. Tenpenny was talking about, her name is Sherry Tenpenny. She was talking about there's so many different, downsides and different ailments that you will develop over taking that walk. From the parasitic aspect, from the immune system breaking down, from the spike proteins that's going throughout your system, from the turbo cancer, from the blood. I mean, people come down with leukemia at a high rate, man. Obviously, you got your heart, your sudden adult deaths. That we're gonna talk about today because that's something that we was gonna hit on as it pertains to children, okay, and what they already been dealing with prior to. All right, so now you got grown folks taking it. You got the sudden adult deaths. Before it was sudden infant death. Now you got sudden adult deaths, okay? And right now, of course, some of you may not know, but deaths are up 40% amongst the working class. Do you hear what I said? Deaths are up 40% working class. All right, this is not a conspiracy theory. All right, guys, we are in the shit right now. All right, we in the shit. Some of y'all expecting to get a broadcast on your local news channel or CNN. You're not going to get that announcement. The revolution will not be televised. You ever heard that before? The revolution will not be televised. The depopulation will not be televised. It's not going to be televised. All right. So understand that you're just going to get bits and pieces from truthers like me. You're going to find information. I showed y'all stuff from the insurance companies, what they talking about. I've showed y'all stuff from the explosion in cancer rates. I've showed y'all stuff for us younger people coming down with all these crazy ailments that you shouldn't come down with until you like in your 70s. All right, I've showed you coroners just talking about they never seen this amount of death. They running out of freezer room. Remember they was talking all that stuff before about the hospitals being full and how they didn't have enough places to put bodies, and we found out all that was fake during the pandemic. But it turns out now we're really dealing with this. And I told y'all that when I did my video, when I was on at the other place, man, I was on back. I said, man, we're gonna see such mass, explosions of deaths and things that they not gonna be able to keep up with it. It's gonna be overflowing in the funeral homes and everything else. And that's exactly what we're seeing. I put up a news piece. I think it was like 3 weeks ago, might have been a month ago, where they were talking about there's so many dead that they're changing the timeline for how long they can keep bodies in the funeral home or the morgue and stuff. Like they're changing the guidelines. Same reason they changed the guidelines for pilots, flight crew and stuff. What is it? The FAA changed the guidelines because too many pilots and things were not healthy enough to fly. So they decided to lower the standard for health requirements and criteria so that they can still fly you around. Because this was a big problem. I don't know if you guys remember, we had so many thousands of canceled flights that was going on. It was like last year and the year before. I mean, it was thousands of canceled flights. And they were lying, telling people, oh, it's a weather problem. Guys, pilots were sick. Pilots were having all kind of problems. They had, ambulance was in and out the damn airport so much, man. It was pilots coming in from overseas, man, trying to get jobs. Pilots that did not take the walk. All right, see, y'all, a lot of y'all don't know about this. I did videos on this stuff, man, so y'all could keep up if you've been paying attention. But this is some of the stuff that was going on. So anyway, I didn't got all the way off course. We was talking about, somebody asked about it, the description about what each product does as far as in the detox shop. We was talking about the IV. IV deals with with the shed, and it deals with the parasite, potentially the artificial, not the artificial, but the intelligent parasite. Remember that one that they found? I believe personally, guys, and like I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, but I break it down for you guys so you can understand and you can see the link and you can see the significance as it correlates to what's going on. So you understand we have what they're labeling as turbo cancer now. Okay, they labeling it as turbo cancer, but you're like, well, what is turbo? How do you get a turbo cancer? Why is it all of a sudden a turbo cancer? Well, if y'all remember one of the videos I did specifically, and I broke this stuff down to y'all before, that majority of the time when people have cancer, it's a parasitic infection. Okay. What they don't tell you is when people have these tumors, these growths, these cysts, they say, oh, you're fine, right? This is what they tell you at the doctor. This is what I want you to understand. And so I'm gonna play a little video so you can understand too kind of how they do their thing, so you can see it for what it is. Okay, it's not a mistake. This is how they move. But they tell you you have a cyst, you have a growth, you have a tumor. And what do they always say? It's fine right now. It could be cancerous, but we wouldn't worry about it right now. It could be cancerous because it could hatch. Do you understand what I'm saying? It could hatch. All right. Just like a bird lay an egg, if the bird don't tend to that egg may not hatch. But if you have parasitic infections and you have an egg in your system, it's going to be labeled a tumor, a cyst, a growth. Okay. Now, if that egg reaches full maturity and it does burst, okay, those parasites will move throughout your body and they will eat. Okay, when they're eating at your vital organs. Okay, what else do they have to eat in there? They're not just eating food and stuff. They're eating on your stomach lining, they eating on your intestines, they eating on your kidneys, they eating on your lungs, they eating on everything they can get to. And they're in the blood, they get up to the brain, they eat at your brain. That's how you end up with dementia, you end up with Alzheimer's, your Parkinson's, and MS. This is how you end up with this stuff. They don't tell you that. All right. But when it's moving throughout the body, laying waste, that's your cancer. That toxic stuff that they're laying is what is causing your cancer. Okay. The eating at your vital organs and stuff and eating at your brain and stuff, this is what's causing your brain and stuff to deteriorate. This is how you end up with dementia and things like that. And what they call lesions. You got lesions on your brain because you're getting holes eating into your brain. They're not going to tell you this. All right. This is forbidden knowledge, forbidden information. All right. So what I had come to understand, man, is that when you got this fast moving parasite, this is what Carrie Maget and the other doctor, I can't remember his name. It was actually two other doctors who have since been removed. They've been unalived, okay, for telling this information. They've been unalived that they found these fast moving intelligent parasites in the walk. All right. If you guys haven't known about that, I've talked about this several times. But this fast moving parasite, so it moves really fast, right? So what else moves really fast all of a sudden? Turbo cancer. Duh. Like, so if I'm somebody and I'm just giving you my advice, I don't know what to do for people that have taken the walk. I know what I would do if I took the walk. I would take IV on a regular basis. And the reason I would do that, because I know that kills parasites as well, right? I would do the DE parasite detox. I would do all parasite detox products. All right. That's what I would do. And I would slow down the growth of these things. I would kill these things in their tracks. I would slow them down. Because if they move fast throughout your body, they're likely to cause turbo cancer. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense? We didn't have turbo cancer until they found this turbo moving parasite, and it's moving fast, it's growing fast, and it's eating away at your body. And now you got younger people coming down with this stuff too. It doesn't take a rocket scientist, guys. Like, the stuff we know, it's so elementary for us to really understand it. When you look at it, we don't need an expert to describe stuff to us. The expert is only there to influence or mislead us from knowing the real truth. And then they dumbed you down so much so that you'll accept whatever explanation they give you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you think something, like, you might think something with your mind, like, this is what I think is happening. But then they'll say, no, that's not what's going on. That's not what's happening. And you'll say, okay, that's not what's happening. Why? Because the expert said it. Because they've been labeled an expert and with a white coat, and you've been labeled a dummy that didn't graduate from a medical school. And you don't practice medicine. So you can't possibly know what's going on. Like I said, I told y'all what happened, man, with my son and how they try to lie and say, oh, that wouldn't have did it. They always say that. How many of you have went to the hospital after you took something that they gave you, and then they try to tell you right to your face that that is not what caused your problem? They'll try to tell you after you know good and well you was good and healthy, and all of a sudden they give you something, and all of a sudden you got some kind of problem. And they like, oh, it wouldn't do that. It couldn't possibly, right? It couldn't possibly be that. No, that doesn't happen. Lies, guys, complete lies. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, let me get back to the point. We're gonna touch on a little bit of this. All right. The point of the matter, what I was trying to make is that no, you can't. I don't know about totally eliminating the effects that from taking a walk, but what I will tell you, like I said, is slow it down. All right, at least attack the parasitic aspect of it. All right, this is for my people that took the walk. I know I got people in here. I know, hey, I love y'all too. You know, it's no negative feelings towards you guys, man. I wish everybody the best, and I wish some people would have listened to me. I wish some of y'all that's here now would have listened to your family members, friends, and loved ones. You know, and I understand that some of y'all couldn't, because once y'all took that dang pop quiz, that you became mind control. You don't even know that. A lot of you don't even know that. Once you took that, you became mind control. You didn't even think for yourself no more. As crazy as it sounds, you know, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah, but they was trying to get you through these, and they got you through these. This is what they did. All right. They didn't put up these antennas and things for no reason. This stuff is all working in unison. All right. It's all working in unison to bring about pretty much the beast system that they put in place. All right. But understand this, man. If you did take the walk, like I tell people all the time, man, you don't have a lot of time to play around and wait for something to happen. Like, don't sit around thinking you good. It's people that's running around here that took the walk and like, I took the walk. I took all these turbos and all this and that, and I'm good. I don't feel nothing. What are you waiting for? You waiting for yourself to have turbo cancer? Is that what you waiting on? You waiting for the doctor to diagnose you? Okay, so let's say they see a cyst, a growth, a tumor. You think they can really tell you? You see what I'm saying? You waiting for yourself to fall up into their hands. This is not just for people that took the walk, man, because prior to them putting this intelligent parasite in the walk, they already had parasites and stuff. Like I said, just because you found out something today don't mean it wasn't going on yesterday. All right? And you wonder why people been leaving here at a fast rate. Okay, they've been using parasites. Okay, this is why they changed the name of parasitic infection, so you won't be able to address what's killing you. You won't know what's eating you from the inside, so you won't address it. This is what I tell people. So you don't wait until all of a sudden you have cancer. You don't wait till you have dementia. You don't wait till you have Alzheimer's. You address that stuff throughout your lifetime, making sure you cleaning your system out of this stuff that's getting in it. And that way you don't run down to maybe 40, 50 years old or 60 or 70, and all of a sudden you have these problems. A lot of these people that have these problems, man, they go their whole lifetime and they never address it because the information's been hidden from them. The doctor's not telling you what's really going on with you. They've been trained not to. They've been trained to overlook it. They just trained to tell you, hey, you got a growth, you got a tumor, you got a cyst. But it's cool. You cool. We just let you know you got it. You don't need to do nothing about it. It could become cancerous though. Well, how could it become cancerous? I don't know. Well, how does it change from a cyst or a growth to cancer? Think about that. How does it change from a cyst, a growth, or a tumor to cancer? Like, it's just obviously the thing that busts open and whatever's in it is going throughout your system, right? But you're not supposed to know that, all right? And you ain't heard that from me. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Did you hear what I said? My disclaimer: this video is for entertainment and comedy purposes only. All right, I'm not trying to help nobody stay alive. I'm not trying to help nobody stay alive. I hope y'all heard me, right? So, anyway, that was just a long spiel regarding the IV and people that took the walk. I've mentioned it before. I haven't went over it in a long time, but that's something y'all need to know. if anything, guys, address the part that might cause you cancer. All right, do that. All right, now, as far as the Genesis, guys, the Genesis, it kills the fluoride, it decalcifies the pineal gland. All right, we have the Genesis in the detox shop. It also deals with the Morgellon fibers. Okay, now those things were in the mask. They were also in the pop quizzes. All right, they also are being sprayed down through the chems. All right, y'all got that? So that's what all the Genesis deals with. All right, it disables and kills that stuff. Also, the nanotech that they put inside of people. Okay, now the Genesis, and that information came from one of the guys that actually worked on the development of these things, man. All right, and I'd have to play the video for you guys. I played these videos before, man. It is where a lot of this information came from. All right, so you understand, like that's what the Genesis does. All right, now the Genesis works on a molecular level. Okay. It deals with those things over a course of a couple months. Like you have to take this stuff on an ongoing basis to kill the fluoride, to start to get your spirituality back, and also to start to kill these things that's inside your body. And you don't take like no large doses of it. Like this has to be taken in small doses, small quantities. All right, and the dosage and protocols for that is in the directions or instructions that come with the Genesis. All right, so that's what the Genesis deals with. All right, talking about decalcifying the pineal gland, disabling these nanobots and the Morgellons, these monitoring control systems that they put in. All right, y'all understand what I'm saying? That we showed plenty of film on what's going on with that. All right, now the body shot gets all that stuff off your skin. So you're talking about the exterior. All right, talking about the exterior. All right, Dr. Kerry Majay put that out there, the body shot. Okay, that gets all that stuff off. You're talking about the Morgellons and the nanos as well. All right, if you don't know if you got nanos, guys, I tell you guys you can do a simple test. If you eating meat, man, I've done videos showing you how that stuff is on the meat. All right, and it's no question if you wore a mask and if you did the pop quiz, you definitely had those things on you or in you. So you want to address that. All right, that's dealing with the body shot, man. Cleaning off your body, getting that stuff off. The detoxification by purification, lovely lady, that is the website. All right, there's more information on there as it pertains to this, man. What else? The DE parasite detox. The DE parasite detox goes into the system, man. That kills parasites that's roaming around in your body right now, in your internal, in your intestines and everything. And that dries those parasites up and kills them. All right. So, and I tell people, they ask me, are you able to take the IV and the DE at the same time? No, you don't take those at the same time. This is a cycling thing, guys. You got to understand that. You want to take the IV first, okay, and take the DE second. After you've taken the IV for the first week or two, then you use your DE. All right. This is how you kill the parasite. And like I tell you guys, kill the parasite. If you have never did a detox cleanse, man, you've got to get the stuff out your system. All right. The longer they're in your system, the more ground they're covering. Better chance that you're going to end up with one of these serious ailments, whether it be cancer, whether it be kidney failure, whether it be dementia, Alzheimer's, MS, any of that stuff, hypertension, those things get in your bloodstream, leukemia, all of that. The longer it's in your system, the more that time they have to migrate, the more time they have to cause destruction. All right. So DE parasite detox deals with that. The New Dawn deals with the toxins and poisons in your pores and the parasites that's on your face and such. All right. People don't know that you got parasites on your face. Some of you might end up with bad skin, acne and stuff, blotchy skin and stuff, man. You'll end up with these blackheads and things. A lot of that is from parasitic infections in your face. Many people don't know that. All right. You have to look it up. But most people have parasites on their face. They never use the proper treatments to discard those things that's on your face, that's in your skin. They live in your skin, man, and it's real sickening. But either way, man, so that's the New Dawn. I think we covered everything. New Dawn, the Genesis, the body shot detox, the IV, and the DE parasite detox. Yeah, we covered all of them. And then we have the MMS Mineral Medical Solution digital download. Okay, that's got all the protocols that you need for a whole host of different ailments, man. that is something that you would pretty much pick up on your own. You can pick it up at a lot of different local retailers and things, man. But that was something that Trump mentioned, okay, that they didn't want you to know about. But you can get that stuff, man, and you can deal with a lot of things. You cannot, listen, guys, and I try to explain this to you. People haven't figured this out yet. You can't go to the hospital and expect real solutions as far as different ailments that you have. All right, they're not in the business of helping people. We have to understand that, guys. If you haven't figured that out much out yet, man, you're still behind the 8 ball. You got to get to a point where you're dealing with your health on your own, okay? If you had people that come down with all kind of crazy crap happening to them, a lot of it is because of stuff they got from the hospital, stuff that was recommended to them that would cause something else to break down in their system, that would cause something else to break down to cause you to need this and then need that, need that. It's a big game that they running, all right? But they're not in the business of keeping you alive. They really want to unalive as many people as they can. I hope you guys figured that out. Figured that out by now. But like I was saying, man, we was talking about how, you know, people coming down with this sudden adult death, man. Like this stuff is running rampant right now. Sudden adult death. But it was long known before, man, that we had sudden infant death, right? People don't really talk about it, but sudden infant death has been a big thing for a long time. I don't know if anybody on here has ever lost a child, and Lord forbid any of you have, guys. I would hate to hear that. Children are precious. You know, babies are precious. If you don't know that, then I'm telling you, children are precious, man, and you should value them. And any child that you receive, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. All right, and you should be thankful and grateful. All right, but we have to understand, man, and this is where we got to start coming to terms with what we're dealing with, what we're facing, who's in what positions to cause the kind of crap that we're seeing. All right, who would want to kill babies, right? Who would want to kill precious babies that have no, you know, they haven't had no time on this world, and you want to put certain things in them to cause them to expire? Who would want to do that to a child, a baby, right? Just like they got babies that they extracting this adrenaline from. That's what it is, guys. They're extracting adrenaline from. All right, they scaring these kids to death. They doing this evil stuff to these kids. Hold up, let me see if I got the video I want to play about that. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna play this video real quick. Just so y'all can get a glimpse, man. But you understand it. These the same folks that I can't say folks, but these are the beings that's responsible for this type of stuff. They're in these same positions, man, doing this stuff on other levels. But we wonder why would somebody do this to a child? Well, obviously you have to be inhumane to do this type of stuff. But some people don't look at it like that, right? Because they don't know. What you don't know can kill you. I say that all the time. What you don't know can kill you. And that's what we're starting to learn, is that what you don't know can kill you. So let me just play this piece, and then I'm gonna play something else here. Hold up. Let's play this real quick. This is a celebrity's mom. She's associated with that world. I'll say that. So I'm gonna play this little piece, man, so y'all can see what she talking about. Y'all understand where I'm coming from on some of this stuff. See screen too. Allow. All right. There we go. Turn this up.
Something else Tony mentions in the interview was that the elite do rituals with children in order to stay young.
Today in Hollywood, it ain't nothing but about two things, but one comes from the other, which is now at this present time, keeping their youth and their life going to 90. I think stopping at 98, everybody. The Prince, everybody stopping at like 98 years old. So if you get the adrenaline, and that's from the kids, example. So what is it to go grab you a few, take on down in them bunkers and where y'all building and get them down there, house them, scare them to death like they do, build their adrenaline, they have them so scared. And then they take that blood, they take it, and that's you. Wow. The kids have to be literally they put them caskets and bugs and spiders and snakes, just have you, and then you,
As you heard for yourself, Tony claims that they're doing rituals with children in order to stay young in Hollywood, claiming that those in Hollywood are trying to live to at least the age of 98. This is something Hollywood and the elite are obsessed with. They know that heaven after death is no longer an option for them, so they try to cheat death and aging. Billionaires have promised humanity that in the future, immortality will be possible, or at the minimum, extending life much, much longer than it is now. Obviously, this would be an option only affordable by the elite. This way, they can rule over the world like the gods they pretend to be.
Okay, guys. So I wanted to show y'all that real quick because we wonder, like, well, who would be behind, you know, such nefarious type of crap, man? Who would be behind such nefarious type of crap and be willing to kill kids, man, and give kids this stuff? Well, what I always explain to everybody all the time, we are being ruled by inhumane or non-human beings or entities. All right, that don't give two craps about you having a child. No different than us eating eggs. Make no mistake about it. It's no different than us as human beings eating eggs. Okay, so it should come as no surprise that somebody would carry out, you know, such nefarious, sinister acts. It's not by mistake. Like, this is really how they operate. So no, it's nothing for them to kill some kids. It's nothing for them to do such stuff, nefarious stuff. All right, and let's go a step further. Look at this video here. People forget, man, after all these people are going through this stuff, people tend to forget that this is the type of stuff that was going on. Let me play this real quick. They was having basically a celebration. Like, this stuff should have been obvious to most people. Let me play it. Gates of hell, right? How sinister does this seem now that you're looking at it years later with a brand new set of eyes, right? Look at the lengths they went to try to market this stuff, man. Look at the lengths. So yeah, guys, that's the links that they was going to try to market that stuff, man. That should have been a red flag for most people, but unfortunately it wasn't, right? But I just wanted to show that, man, so people could get an idea, man, of, like, understand that the mind control technology was implemented at that point. You got to think about this, man. And I tell y'all this all the time. They made these folks, notice how they all had the mask on. Like, everybody wore a mask at some point. I get that, right? Everybody did not take the pop quiz, but a lot of people did. The pop quiz, I'll tell you, they had mind control technology in the pop quiz. That's what made most people go take the walk afterwards. All right. But they had the mind control technology where they could make those people market and promote whatever they want them to push. Remember, it was a video I did where the guy was talking about how with the technology that they able to implement in people, they could push any agenda that they wanted to push. I may go get that. I don't know if I want to dig around for it, man. I got this on my channel. I know exactly. It's in my nano knowledge, or I got nano knowledge and I got another nano video. But it's in one of those videos where he's talking about they could basically send the signal and make all these people follow the agenda. Okay, if you have that stuff in your system. Okay, you have the receivers. They put the receivers in, but they put the antennas up. Just like a remote control car. You got your remote control car. You got the antenna on your remote control car. the receiver is in the remote control car. You press the buttons, the receiver is getting the signal. All right. And that's what's telling the car to drive, go left, go right, and all that stuff. All right. Same thing with all your different devices. You got to have a receiver. It's like a remote control for your TV. You got the receiver in the cable box, satellite box, whatever. That's how it works. All right. You people that have got this stuff in their system have become receivers. Do you understand what I'm saying? They are receivers. All right. This goes hand in hand with what Phil Snyder said about the enslavement that will come. Just like the guy was saying in the video I played yesterday, like people that survive the DEPOP are going to be hypoborgenesis. They're going to be enslaved. They're going to be like cyborgs. Yeah, because they have put certain things in people to cause this, to bring about this type of result. All right. So it's important. And I advocate for as many people as I can. That's why I do this, is that I don't want to be a person that's here and I'm walking around with a bunch of zombies. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know what's going to happen when they hit the switches and do the stuff that they want to do. But I don't want to be on the wrong side of that when it's happening. You understand what I mean? So if I know that they put things in me or put things in people I know, you know, to have some kind of sinister or nefarious result behind it, or they trying to control them, then yeah, I'm going to tell them, hey, this is what they put in you. This is what they doing with this stuff. So that these people can take the proper actions to rid themselves of these things, right? So either way, we was talking about the different things that they've been doing, the deception that's been going on for a long time. So we understand, guys, that just like the walk, they promoted, they advocated for it, they did dances, they gave out money, they gave out all this stuff. Think about the stuff they pushed before. The video I played yesterday was talking about how they put stuff in the milk back in the day. Remember how, milk does the body good. Milk, and all these milk commercials, and they push it, they push it, they push it. You got to start asking yourself, well, why are they pushing this? Why are they pushing that? Remember, they push certain stuff that they push is the stuff you have to look at, you know, and take and get a better understanding of who's pushing it and why they pushing it. All right. You got to see who's pushing it and why they pushing it. Because it's probably having some kind of negative effect on you, is what they wanted to do. But I want to play this video, man, because this is sad. It's really sad, man, because it's like these people, man, they knew not to take the walk, right? Which is where some people have got to, but they still didn't buy into the idea that maybe it could be something sinister going on with the other stuff that they giving us too. So they avoided the walk and they was good. But guess what? I'm going to just play the video, man, so y'all can see kind of what happened behind it.
For anyone struggling,
let me play this video. Hold on.
Hours after he was vaccinated, he passed away in his basement. I found him, unresponsive and cold.
My name is Nick Kendall.
My name is Melissa Pike, and this is Sawyer John Kendall.
Our son.
When he was born, he was beautiful. He was perfect. He was 7 pounds, 7 ounces. He was breastfeeding, doing very well. We brought him home, and he was a very good sleeper when we first brought him home, and he ate very well. He loved to be outside in his stroller, walking with Mom while Dad was at work. And he always waited for Daddy to get home to snuggle him to sleep.
He was the perfect baby from the moment we brought him home.
They gave him Hep B.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him vitamin K.
I feel like they did.
Yeah. On October 20th of 2022, he went in for a well child check, and we were told that he had a virus. and he had a rash and he had cold symptoms, but he didn't have a fever. The rash started improving over the next week. I was giving him daily breast milk baths, and he never had a fever, and he didn't seem uncomfortable. And 1 week later, on October 27th, we brought him into the pediatrician's office for his 2-month vaccinations, and he still had cold symptoms. And I had asked the pediatrician if he was sure that he needed the vaccines because he had a cold and was diagnosed with a virus a week prior. And the pediatrician told us yes, because he didn't have a fever. So we trusted the doctor to vaccinate Sawyer John, and he didn't flinch when he got the vaccines. We brought him home maybe within a half an hour after the appointment, and he let out a horrible scream that we had never heard before. We thought that he was just wet, needed to be changed, and that wasn't the case. He went to sleep fine that night, and the next day he was a little bit fussy. I held him for a while that day, and I'm so glad I did, because 34 hours after he was vaccinated, he passed away in his bassinet. I found him unresponsive and cold, and I picked him up, and I told Nick that he was gone. So Nick called 911, and we immediately performed CPR on him in our living room. We couldn't bring him back. So the EMTs came. There were so many people there. I had to run outside because I didn't want to see my baby like that. And they tried for almost an hour to get him back, and they couldn't. And then we were told that he passed away from SIDS. We found out on Christmas Eve that the medical examiner had determined his death as asphyxiation.
Improper sleep conditions is what was on the report.
Improper sleep.
Suboptimal sleep conditions. He was in his bassinet on the blanket that he was laying on, that was on the bassinet, and he didn't even have anything in his bassinet with him. Nothing. And to read those results on Christmas Eve, and to think that you were the one that caused your baby to pass away.
I'm gonna pause it for a second right there, guys. This is what I was telling y'all, man. This is what they do. All right. And then if you're not inclined intellectually, you're gonna accept whatever bullshit ass excuse they give you. They're not gonna say, you know what, we did kill your kid, let's compensate you for that. They're not doing that, man. What they do, they responsible for it, and then they push it off on something you did. Right? I told y'all what happened with my son. All right, he took the thing. His moms did that crap. All right, let's be clear, because I already knew what was up. I was like, yo, he don't need to take this and that. She made him take it anyway behind my back, and all of a sudden he started having all kind of, man, she won't cross me like that again. But she did it that day, and it caused him all kind of problems. He almost died, right? When he had his episodes and stuff was happening to him, we took him to the hospital, and the first thing they asked was, well, what did you do to him? What have y'all given him? What have y'all done? They started putting it off on us like, look, ain't nothing. They said, what have you done different? I said, the only thing different we did was give him that dang FLUVACCINE that y'all recommended. And they was like, oh, no, it wouldn't. That's not it. That's not it. What did you do to cause your son to faint like that out of the blue. My son has never fainted ever in his life, ever. Okay, but now he's fainted 3 to 4 times in a course of maybe 2 weeks, and you trying to tell me it's something I did? But y'all medication ain't gonna have no effect, right? It ain't gonna have no effect. Okay, so let's finish playing the video.
It was just awful. I didn't want to accept the answer. I didn't believe it. So I requested further testing, and it took me 10 months to get it back and find somebody that would actually order all the tests for him.
And I want to say this, guys, because I had a and that's what you have to do, guys. If anything ever happens, all right, and understand this and be clear, okay. Some of you, I understand, still go to the hospital for whatever. You go to the hospital, whether it's for a broken leg or something, like you got some kind of heart disease, or you got, you know, like arthritis, something you got going on. They give you a medication or whatever. They give you something. You accept it because they the doctors, they the experts, right? Something happens to you or something happens to your child. Okay, a lot of people write it off when they tell them, oh, it wasn't this or that. A lot of people write off and they go about their business. They don't worry about what could have happened. Okay, now understand, this lady said, so I had to go out and get an outside doctor. I had to get some outside folks to look into it, to investigate autopsy and stuff. You have to do that. You have to, don't take what they tell you and think that that's golden. Don't take what they tell you and think it's golden and think that's what it is, and they being 100% with you, because they're not. All right, they're not. They've been trained to hide things. They've been trained to follow protocol. Okay, and protocol is always to avoid taking blame. All right, so they'll know what's going on, but they're not gonna tell you. Okay, so when you do the investigation yourself, that's when you'll find out that there's other crap going on. Like I had the girl I did the interview on. This was a couple years ago, and I think I called the video "Watch Where You Go" or "Be Cautious About Where You Go," and it was about her husband, and he had basically went to the hospital and they gave him a bunch of crap, and he had gave her like a blood vial or something and told her to take it because he knew that they was doing something to him. He knew that they was trying to take him out. Unfortunately, he ultimately ended up passing. Okay, and she was able to get that vial, and now she's looking at a big time lawsuit because of what they did to him. All right, but if she didn't get the information, if she didn't document, if she didn't get the blood vial and all that stuff, then she might not have got anything, and they might have walked away with just a malpractice that got swept under the table. Don't let that be you. All right. Anytime something happens, do your own investigation. Don't listen to what the hell they saying, because they lying first and foremost, and they trying to avoid any type of prosecution or anything behind it. All right. They've been trained to follow protocol. Let's continue to play the video.
The medical examiner refused to do the tests and telling me that if there were aluminum in his system, there wouldn't be enough to be the cause of his death.
Another thing I want to mention, aluminum. Remember they talking about aluminum in his system. What else we know aluminum causes? Autism. Why you think kids get autism at such an early age? That's when they start kicking in. And they like, they found aluminum in his system, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't that much, but it was actually a very toxic level. It would be a toxic level even for a grown person. They found enough toxic level and enough to give him, potentially probably would end up with autism, right? But he passed away, unfortunately. But it was enough to kill him, basically. If he had just a certain amount, he probably would have ended up with autism. But guess what? Sometimes, guys, they overdo things. Sometimes they end up having the side effect, which is death. Okay, the side effect for giving somebody something that could mess up their brain or something is death. All right, they know it can mess up your brain, but they also know it could possibly kill you too. But you know what? They're willing to take that risk because we don't matter that much. We're at the bottom of the food chain. Anyway, let me continue to play the video.
Aluminum level in his blood was 95 micrograms per liter. Anything over 50 micrograms per liter in an adult is toxic.
You hear that? He had almost
He was
double.
95, and he was 8 weeks old.
It's just been
Damn.
an uphill battle fighting with the medical examiner's office with all this, and them trying to cover this up and make it look like it was our fault. And we knew it wasn't, so we kept fighting and finally found someone that has our back with us and is helping us do further testing and just believing what the medical examiner told us, because it was basically a lie, how I feel. He just told us what was easy for them to just write it off as our fault, and instead of facing this as a vaccine injury. Yeah. You got the-
Yeah, every single 2-month vaccine.
So that pediatrics one as well, it's got like 6 or whatever in one.
Mhm.
So he had so many.
While he was
Well,
trying
he
to
was
fight
sick.
something off,
He still had the rash.
he still had the rash, he still had the cold symptoms.
The only thing he didn't have was a fever. He told
Said
us,
no.
yeah, he told us that he thought it would be fine where there was no fever, and I mean, Sawyer still looked, I mean, he was a great baby too. You wouldn't know he was sick really, but I mean, he was sick, but I think just the doctor just went off the no fever, so we thought it was going to be okay, I guess. He insisted that it would be fine getting the vaccinations that day.
He promised us he would be fine. I don't even think he remembers us.
I doubt it.
I don't know if he remembered us that day. I had to ask him to take his temperature, to listen to his lungs, to listen to his belly,
Melissa pretty much conducted the whole
to look at his
doctor's
rash,
appointment.
thinking that that might be a reason for him to say, well, we can always hold off on these vaccines or spread them out. We didn't know that there was an option to spread them out, spread the vaccines out over time, or to just say no. But we already felt like we were looked at different because neither of us got the COVID-19 vaccine.
You heard that?
And all of my doctors knew that.
You heard that? They say neither one of them got that. So they were skeptical about that, but they didn't really put 2 and 2 together that it's not just them. You know, see, some people just woke up today, but they ain't realized stuff been going on. It's been going on. So, yeah, now you got sudden adult deaths, but guess what? You already had sudden infant deaths from the stuff. So they missed that part, and, man, unfortunately, it cost them dearly. It cost them dearly.
Even in the hospital when she was pregnant, I mean, it's hard to point fingers, but we definitely were treated different in the hospital. We looked at different because they knew we weren't. As soon as we came in, they knew we weren't. And I could tell they knew we weren't vaccinated. We got put in that, on that side of things as the unvaccinated.
I lost my job right before getting pregnant with Sawyer for not getting the COVID-19 vaccine. And I don't think that if I would have gotten the COVID-19 vaccine that I would have been able to carry him, because I have endometriosis. So I've struggled to get pregnant for many years. And when we finally had Sawyer, he was my miracle baby. I didn't think I'd ever be able to carry a child full term. And then I did.
And he
All
was
for him to be taken away.
You know what, guys? It's sad hearing this lady's story. But you think about it, man, that could have been any one of us. Any one of us. I definitely could have felt bigger. At one point, I thought my son was dead. So for some of you guys, man, your kids have ailments and things now that are directly linked to that stuff, and you just don't know it. Some of y'all watching right now, your kids got autism. You don't know how it happened. You know, it just all of a sudden, it's just a thing. It just kind of, appears in some children. It's just unfortunate that it happens. Kids don't just get born with this stuff. It's not hereditary. You know what I mean? Like, don't let them lie to you and tell you this crap, man. Some of y'all dealing with children that have these different, some of y'all may have grown up with autism and things. And it's not because you was just born like that. It was what was introduced into your system. But think about it, nobody asked that question. Well, what did y'all give him for him to get autism, right? Just like these kids get SADS and stuff or SIDS. Nobody asked the question, well, how did he get SIDS? They gonna tell you, oh, it wasn't that. But when a kid get autism, is anybody asking, well, how did he get autism? What gave him autism? Nobody asking this question. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have anybody asking the question, nobody's doing the research or the homework, then they can pass it off as, you know, it is what it is. You just happen to be one of the unfortunate people that was born with this crap. And that's not necessarily the case. Let's continue to play the video.
This is the one I have left. This is my baby now. I had him cremated because I wanted him to be with us.
We wanted to take him everywhere.
Like we would if he was still alive. This is why we're here. I can't tell anybody not to get their children vaccinated or to get them vaccinated. But I would just recommend that you really think about it before bringing your child in to be vaccinated, because really babies don't need to be vaccinated at all. A lot of places wait until they're at least 2 years old because that's when the blood-brain barrier grows together. And harmful toxins can't pass it as well. Babies, when they're this young, that blood-brain barrier has not closed off. And I think that's how they found all the aluminum. It got into his brain, ceased his respirations, and caused cardiac arrest. There was nothing we could bring back. You can take care of your own child. You don't need a pediatrician. You can measure your child and weigh your child right at home. There's no reason you need a pediatrician, because all they are there for in the beginning is just to, I feel like, just push the vaccines. I'm a nurse, and I feel even more like a failure now. I feel like I failed Sawyer as both a mom and a nurse, because I should have known. But in school, as a nurse, all they do is teach you the schedule of childhood vaccines. They don't tell you what's in them, what they can do, how they react to the body when it's inside. And we trusted them.
We did.
And I trusted what I learned in school. Some days I just, I started nursing as a career because I wanted to help people. And now I feel like we're helping people after the medical system has
Failed them, basically.
already ruined them.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
So that's essentially what they do, man. They inject you with health problems at an early age, and those health issues are compiled over the course of your lifetime, and they make sure you take certain things that's gonna cause something else, and they avoid you. They keep you from knowing what's really going on with you over the whole time, and keep giving you stuff that's gonna cause other problems to happen. But they're not at any point about keeping you alive. All right, that's not part of the program. Okay, as much as people want to believe that. And it's sad that we have to have this type of conversation. It's just sickening, man. Think about it, man. I just showed y'all the piece on Band-Aids yesterday. You hear me? I showed you the piece on Band-Aids. Like, you got to be cautious about your Band-Aids, because now we talking about the forever chemicals, all right? And that stuff and everything. And you remember, man, and that's why I told you, man, everything, they talking about all the stuff that we taking, all the stuff we using is having these negative effects on us. But if you remember, guys, I played a little piece from my video all the time. You know, I played a little piece on my intro all the time, and it tells you exactly what's going on. Let me play it just in case people tend to forget. I'm going to just play the intro so you know exactly what these folks are doing. And it should not come as a surprise. Let me see if I can play it real quick. No, that's not it. Hold up.
That person blinked in a manner similar.
Let me play that little piece, man. Here we go. Always got to play the intro so people know this is what they said they were going to do. They ain't just say it. They not just talking about it. They really about that, guys. So here we go. The intro, right?
This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, we in the Twilight Zone, all right.
An illusion will be created so vast, so large that it escapes their perception. Those who see it will be thought of as insane. We will always stand above the relative field of their experience, for we know the secrets of the absolute. We will work together always, and we will remain bound by blood and secrecy. Death will come to he who speaks. We will keep their lifespans short and their minds weak while pretending to do the opposite. We will use our knowledge of science and technology in subtle ways so they will never see what is happening. We will use soft metals, aging accelerators and sedatives in food and water, also in the air. They will be blanketed by poisons everywhere they turn. The soft metals will cause them to lose their minds. We will promise to find a cure from our many fronts, yet we will feed them more poison. The poisons will be absorbed through their skin and mouths. They will destroy their minds and reproductive systems. For all this, their children will be born dead, and we will conceal this information. They will see our products being used in films, and will grow accustomed to them, and will never know their true effect. When they give birth, we will inject poisons into the blood of their children and convince them that it's for their health. We will start early on, when their minds are young. We will target their children with what children love most, sweet things. When their teeth decay, we will fill them with metals that will kill their minds and steal their future. When their ability to learn has been affected, we will create medicines that will make them sicker and cause other diseases for which we will create yet more medicine. We will render them docile and weak, so they succumb to us and our power. They will grow depressed, slow, and obese. And when they come to us for help, we will give them more poison. We will focus their attention towards money and material goods, so that they may never connect with their inner self. We will distract them with fornication, external pleasures, and games, so that they may never be one with the oneness of all. Their minds will belong to us, and they will do as we say. If they refuse, we shall find ways to implement mind-altering technology into...
Hey, I just wanted to pause that for a second, guys. Y'all heard what he said. Make sure that you never become one with the oneness of all. Is that what he said? Let's go back and play that little piece real quick, just so y'all hear it. Let me see if I can play it so y'all can hear it. So it's not playing. Hold on. Let me, dang, I hate that. Hold on, guys. Cut it down. Play it again. It said you wouldn't be one with the oneness of all. But that was them talking about calcifying your pineal gland, guys. So all of this stuff we seen, all the stuff we know about, it's being spoke about in this little passage that these 13 bloodlines. I keep telling y'all that this is what they do. This is what they done. Right? People don't realize that. Let's go back. We're going to play it right here. Hold on.
Death will come to he who speaks.
Death will come to
he who speaks. We will keep their lifespans short and their minds weak while pretending to do the opposite. We will use our knowledge of science and technology in subtle ways so they will never see what is happening. We will use soft metals, aging accelerators, and sedatives in food and water, also in the air. They will be blanketed by poisons everywhere they turn. The soft metals will cause them to lose their minds. We will promise to find a cure from our many products, yet we will feed them more poison. The poisons will be absorbed through their skin and mouths. They will destroy their minds and reproductive systems. For all this, their children will be born dead. We will
born dead. We just saw that, right? Basically dying after they've been just after birth. Not
conceal this information.
Conceal the information.
Our products being used in films. We'll grow accustomed to them and will never know their true effect. When they give birth, we will inject poison into the blood of their children and convince them that it's for their health.
Convince them that it's for their health.
Start early on when their minds are young. We will target their children with what children love most, sweet things. When their teeth decay, we will fill them with metals that will kill their minds and steal their future. When their ability to learn has been affected, we will create medicines that will make them sicker and cause other diseases for which we will create yet more medicine. We will render them docile and weak, so they succumb to us and our power. They will grow depressed, slow, and obese. When they come to us for help, we will give them more poison. We will focus their attention towards money and material goods so that they may never connect with their inner self.
Never connect with your inner self. Why are they saying that? Why are they saying that? These same folks that's trying so hard to kill you and trying so hard to make sure that you're unhealthy and distracting you and making sure that you are on a low vibration. Why would they say that? See, this is like you gotta listen for the key inserts, man. And you'll find truth. You'll find the path just by listening to what the evil folks are trying to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's a key piece. And most people never pick up on that. Let's continue to play it, though.
We will distract them with fornication, external pleasures, and games so that they may never be one with the oneness of all.
They will never be one with the oneness of all. They will never go into their inner self. All of that stuff, guys. We talking about higher self. This was what Max Spears was talking about. Those that were connected to their higher self would be able to avoid mass wipeouts and stuff. Why? Because you would have spiritual discernment and you would have your spiritual connection. This is what they want to sever. All right. So when y'all think I'll be blowing smoke, man, I'll be telling y'all stuff, man. Why come the elite know more than you? And you know they know more than you. And this is how they operate. So if you want to beat them at their own game, you at least got to know what they know. You at least got to do the opposite of what they're doing or try to combat that by using or doing something that's going to block whatever it is that they've implemented. You see what I'm saying? They showing you the picture of the brain and the skull and all this stuff. They messing with your brain, man. Ain't no secret.
Their minds will belong to us. And they will do as we say. If they refuse, we shall find ways to implement mind-altering technology into their lives.
If you don't do what they say, they're going to find ways to implement mind-altering technology. Do you understand why a lot of people can't make decisions on their own now? Have they lied about anything in this little passage yet? Have you figured it out?
We will use fear as our weapon. We will establish their governments and establish opposites within. We will own both sides. We will always hide our objective and carry out our plan. They will perform the labor for us and we shall prosper from their toil.
Said that we will perform the labor for them and they will prosper from our work. Why you think you got taxes? Why you think you got taxes?
This will never mix with theirs. Our blood must be pure, always, for it is the way. We will keep them separated from the oneness by dogma and religion. We will
keep us separated by dogma and religion.
Control all aspects of their lives. We will make them kill each other when it suits us and tell them what to think and how.
Tell us what to think and how. That didn't do that. That's not what caused your kid to die. It wasn't that. Oh, okay.
We will guide them kindly and gently, letting them think they are guiding themselves. We will incite animosity between them through our factions. When a light shall shine among them, we shall extinguish it by ridicule or death, whichever suits us best. We will make them rip each other's hearts out and kill their own children. We will accomplish this by using hate as our ally, anger as our friend.
So yeah, guys, I wanted to just play that piece, man, because I thought that was significant as it pertains to everything that we dealing with. All right, and that video I just played about with the woman talking about her kid and everything, kid dying shortly after being born because of the stuff they implemented. They said something about they would make you sound crazy if you went against them. All right, Dr. Sherry Tenpenny, man, who talked about the tsunami of death that we about to be seeing pretty soon here, which we are seeing. She talked about the tsunami, and she's also been one that's been, you know, going against and fighting against these elite and the stuff they've been trying to do. And she's been putting information out there about how these walks and these immunizations and all this stuff that they've been giving out is actually having a negative effect. All right. And now they trying to suspend her medical license. They ridiculing her. Okay. They trying to label her. They trying to make her get a psychiatric evaluation. This is a doctor that's been practicing for like 20, 30 years. So if you go against what they saying, they're going to write you off is insane. All right. They're going to extinguish those that have that light that lights up that tells them that something is not right with what they're doing. All right. They're going to extinguish that light. And this is what they're doing with doctors that have spoken out. They trying to bring her down right now. She's been one of the most avid speakers as it becomes to being anti, all right, about this stuff. So I thought that was relevant, man, that people know, you know, like make the link, man. You heard them say about not being able to come one with the oneness of all. Okay. Also not being able to go within yourself. Why would they not want you to go within yourself? Why would they talk about we're going to distract them with religion? We're going to put religions out there so they won't know what's happening. You got to look at this stuff. This is coming from these power elite. Okay. These are from the 13 bloodlines. Like, you got to understand, they don't do this stuff for no reason, man. They don't do this stuff for no reason. So it's another piece, man, I want to play because it goes in also about other stuff that they advocate for us to take, other stuff for us to put in our systems, stuff for us to ingest, and it has the opposite effect. All right. And if you really do the research and you dig into it, you'll find this stuff out. But they hide this information. They make sure you can't find it out. And if you're not intelligent enough to put stuff together, process information, then you'll never know what's really happening. You're going to accept what they tell you and not what's really going on with whatever it is that they give you. So let's play this other video real quick.
There's one simple tooth repair hack anyone can do to help rebuild their teeth and gums naturally without having.
Right. Well, luckily it was kind of a random, although I think nothing is random in the world, conversation with Rob. And
so if y'all don't know, I can't remember this woman's name. Dang, it was on the tip of my tongue. Some of y'all might know her, but she has been as of recent, named been too recent, but she's been unalived. She's no longer with us as well. Okay. She was reporting that people were coming. She was going against the stuff that they was doing. They was showing up at her house. They was putting surveillance and stuff in her house and also they were following her. They were breaking in her house and stuff because she was going against the power elite and she was telling the truth. Okay. So let's go ahead and play her video here.
I had a nurse send me just last week, a photo of the box of the vitamin K injection that they give. And then also a different company, she sent a picture of the vial. And this is things that we would never see when we actually go into the doctor's office. Right. We don't see, they don't tell us in the hospital.
It's just natural, it's vitamin K.
Right. Well, on the box, on one of them, because there are two different companies that make it, well, three, but anyway, this was two of them. The main active ingredient is polysorbate 80, and there are strong links to infertility, to autoimmune issues. Polysorbate 80 is banned in a lot of countries, especially in injectables. And that's the main active ingredient in one of the vitamin K solutions. In the other one, on the vial, it says contains no more than 100 micrograms per liter of aluminum. And you combine that with the Hep B shot, which is 250 micrograms per liter of aluminum. On day one, our children are getting 350 grams, and if not more. And this is just unheard of. It blows my mind because aluminum has no place in our body. It's a known neurotoxin. It's a heavy metal. It's incredibly difficult to detox from. And we're injecting these into the bloodstream. So it goes straight to the vital organs. It's not like when you ingest something and 60% of it is filtered out through the kidney and the natural detox process. Wow. It goes straight to vital organs. And this is happening on day one. So it's not surprising that the U.S. leads the developed world in infant mortality rates and day one mortality rates. And we seem to think that we have, the best healthcare protocol in the world, and you're not seeing these type of things in other countries. And people need to start questioning this, because what I've really learned doing my research is this is all about profit. It's not about our health. I mean, how can we believe that it's about our health when we have the sickest children? We have the sickest generation of children in our country at the moment.
So yeah, she broke down a lot of truths in there, man. And somebody just posted in the chat, it was a bad pup, said, first, the controllers are hiding many truths about our history. Our true nature, they keep important knowledge to themselves. We are completely deceived about Earth's history and its true workings. We are now in the culling phase. Remember, oh girl, that's what I got Dr. Rima Labo. She's gonna be coming on, man. I'm gonna do an interview with her soon. But she was talking about how the lady told her that they were gonna be, it was gonna be the big culling was coming. This is the culling that we're going through right now, guys. We are now in the culling phase where we're being attacked on all fronts. Being attacked on all fronts while being completely distracted, overloaded with info and fear-based media and lied to. This is fact. This is truth. So you have to understand, man, a lot of people didn't know what was going on before this stuff came. Like I said, Dr. Rima Labo gave us a warning about this stuff that was coming, the culling. All right, we in the culling right now. They showed them folks walking. I can't remember what country it was in, but they all had like these red gowns and stuff on, man. They was walking and they were supposed to be celebrating the culling that was coming. This was like right before the walk came out. I did a video. They were celebrating the culling that was coming. And all these people that was going to be mass slaughtered, through, this deception, this mass deception that took place. And like I said before, you seen from the doctor that just presented the video that we was just looking at, this stuff was already going on to some degree, but they went on and stepped up the ante. You understand what I mean? They stepped up the ante. They already been doing this stuff. The deception's been going on for a long time. All right. And just like my guy Bad Pup was talking about, we don't know the true the inner workings of this earth and everything. We don't know. And just like in the passage, they were saying, oh, they won't know, they won't connect with their inner self. You see what I'm saying? Like, why are they saying that, but you don't know nothing about that? You understand what I mean? Like, they want you to know certain things. They want to push religion down your throat, and they want to push the distractions. You see they doing all that stuff, but people don't want to associate the religious aspect with it. Like, they might be tampering with that too. But you see that everything that I showed you in that they already doing, I've showed you that. But people want to believe that that's the one thing that ain't really being tampered with, ain't being messed with, and you can believe that stuff, right? You got to look at all of this stuff, man, and understand that the deceptions that they have implemented have been going on for a long time. And it's been going on all levels, like my guy said, on all fronts. All right. You can't just be looking at one specific thing. You got to look at the whole picture, man, and be able to dissect this stuff for yourself. Otherwise, you're going to be a victim one way or the other, whether you're in this realm, in this 3D realm, or on this physical level, or on the spiritual level. Either way, you're being attacked from all of those angles. So you got to understand that. You see what I mean? Otherwise, you will be a victim. All right. So, anywho, guys, I just thought that was important, man, that I shared that information with y'all today because it came across my timeline and I'm like, dang, man, that's sad because like that's somebody that knew the dangers of the walk, but they didn't know the dangers of taking the other stuff or giving it to their kids and stuff. They like, oh, it's cool. And I've been telling y'all lately, I said, and I showed you videos on this, they putting stuff in the other stuff. All right, like the FLU, tetanus, all of these things they're starting to incorporate this technology in this stuff too. You can't trust nothing they give you. Nothing. And then the stuff they feeding you, you can't trust that stuff either at this point. These forever chemicals and things, man, is causing all these problems, man. I would assume that they're gonna up the ante on that stuff too. Just like they said that Prime, remember I just played the piece yesterday with the Prime energy drink. They said it's 3 times the level, toxic level was in there. Why would they put out a drink that got 3 times the toxic level than the other stuff that we've had before, right? Why all of a sudden you got to worry about this stuff in the meat and this stuff that's potentially can be 100 times worse than COVID? You see what I mean? Like they up in the ante. It ain't just the walk and stuff. It's other stuff that they doing where they making people come down with a lot more problems faster and have this desired effect, because we're coming upon that time that they wanted to have the DEPOP by 2029, 2030, but they also wanted to have the enslavement and stuff in place as well. So all of this stuff is being upped. It ain't just one specific thing. So you got to be looking at all angles of this. Otherwise, you're going to miss it. You see what I'm saying? So anywho, guys, I ain't going to make this video much longer. We've been on here for almost 2 hours, man. I just wanted to kind of touch base on that because I thought it was important. Also, like I said, I did change the promotion that we was doing right now as far as the summer sale. We going to the 50% off on the detox bundles, man. So if you haven't got a chance yet, we're doing the 50% off on the detox bundle. That's half off on the bundle packages. All right. Instead of doing the buy one, get one free, we just gonna do the one because everybody ain't trying to buy two. It makes sense, right? And the MMS is still in there as well. That digital download, guys. That's that's the protocols for a lot of different ailments that you might have, man. I mean, you have to go through there and look at it, but it's something that you can get. That's it's an alternative to the poisons and stuff that they're trying to give you at these pharmaceuticals and these hospitals and stuff. And that's something that you can pick up on your own, man. It's at different retailers. It's actually the chlorine dioxide. All right, but if it's mixed down to certain strengths and stuff, it's a health cure. It's a medicine that can address a lot of different things. All right, no different than like the hydrogen. We got the hydrogen peroxide too, and I had that protocols for the hydrogen. We've had people get the hydrogen peroxide, man, the 35%, which is, man, it's a lot of health benefits to that. But I had the protocols for that up on the site on one of the YouTube channels, man, and YouTube came and strike me for even having that up. So it's like some things, man, you have to understand how I move. I can't put certain information, like I don't have a whole description laid out on the products. I can't even put the doctors that advocated and put all that stuff up there because they're gonna strike it, they're gonna ban it, they're gonna suppress it. All right, so we did try to sneak it up there, man, and they took it down, they gave me the strike or whatever. So if somebody does get the hydrogen peroxide, we'll have some way of getting that information to you so that you know the protocols and things for how you're supposed to dose with that. But as far as the MMS, man, you can pick that up in the detox shop, that digital download for that. All right. So if you haven't got a chance to check that out, man, check that out. If you didn't watch the video yesterday, I think that's still up on YouTube. If it's not on YouTube, it's on Rumble for sure. I don't know if we're gonna keep this one up. I don't know if we're gonna keep this video up on YouTube because I think it kind of delves into a lot that's kind of, borderline dangerous. So we can't do that, I don't think. But either way, man, if y'all get a chance, check out the video from yesterday. And I think we will do another video probably this weekend, man. I don't know. I might be a little busy. But if not, man, I hope everybody's well, and I will catch you on the next video. Okay. That's pretty good. All right.
heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning round, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Oh, it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind and shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. Used to take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning round, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Oh, it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind and shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Oh, it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. Used to take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, call you out if we don't change it now. The holiday is on my mind. You still take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around. Wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. The holiday is on my mind. You still take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Know it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind and shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. Used to take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning round, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind and shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. Used to take now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up.